Thank you and welcome. You're watching the third season of Digimon Podcast. My name is Matt Banwart, and as always, I'm here with
Chris Banwart.
What up? What up, Chris? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, good.
All right, tight. So anyway,
so
we're
just
on,
just a heads up, we're watching episodes of the show where we just watched episodes
6 and 7.
6 and 7.
6 and 7, yeah.
Yeah, we're doubling down early on in the series. Once again, for those who are new here, we're doubling down early on in the series because it moves slow. The first part of it, it just moves slow. We love it to death, but it just goes.
Yeah, actually, it is worth saying
slow,
that.
Bro.
We just watched episode 6. I feel like it's the last episode of it shows Rika's backstory. And then episode 7, we actually get into some action, we're getting some building action. So we're getting
you know what we got to see more of in these episodes. Hopefully if you're watching this, kind of the point of this podcast, hopefully you're following along with the show and you also watch episode 6 and 7 with us.
Yeah.
That'd be great, man. That'd be fucking fuego.
Fuego, if you will,
dude. Honestly, big highlights early on. There's a lot. Oh, one sec. We're talking. Okay, Chris, hold back. We'll get there. One sec. Before we get there, I want to talk about real quick. We meet the tower lady, the twin tower ladies. We've been calling them recently. The twin tower ladies always trying to hack in the mainframe and whatnot. Her name is Riley, or one of them is. I think there's two of them.
Yeah, and Zippo Lighter guy has a.
He has a name.
It's like
Mayoko or Mayako or Moko or Mookie or.
Just stop. We're about to get into some really dangerous territory if you keep guessing, brother.
What do you mean? Mr. Oh, Zippo Man. Zippo Man, we don't know his name. I forgot it.
You did not just say Mr. Were you about to say
what?
Mr. Miyagi?
No, No. What? Do you have a problem with Karate Kid?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, guys. He has a Japanese name. I don't know what it means.
Yeah,
I don't know how to say it. Okay, nothing offensive about that.
I hate Japanese people.
Yeah.
Can you cheat in that way a little bit?
Yeah. All right. Anyway,
okay, yeah. But
yeah. So anyway, yeah.
So we got to see more of them. And I like it.
Let's talk about. So yeah, we're just gonna call him Zippo Man forever.
But also, whoa. So Zippo Man, we get to see more. Riley, get to see more. But also, we're introduced to
Rika's mom.
Oh,
she is
baby.
a cougar as hell.
Cougar. Right? And this show doesn't have fan service. But then it has fan service.
Let's say this show has no fan service in it. There's never gonna be. And that, just so you guys know,
we're never gonna see some big titties.
In shows like anime shows, there's always an episode where there's like a beach episode.
Yeah, there's no beach episode.
Yeah, there's no beach episode, mainly because the main characters are all 12.
Yeah, they're all 12.
So thank goodness. But Rika's mom is a model. She's a supermodel businesswoman.
And she's she's above, and I'm gonna say it. Takado's teacher.
Whoa, really?
She's just different. She's a different type. Takado's teacher. Once again. Takado's teacher. She's like an intellectual type, you know.
Well, no, keep in mind, but Rika's mom is bag oriented, and I gotta appreciate
she's bag oriented. She wants money. She's chasing money.
She's chasing, and she's literally a supermodel.
She's a model, but also seemingly her own agent. She seems to be self-sufficient when it comes to business knowledge. She seems to also kind of do her own agency work on the side, which honestly, I'm not going to talk about that.
She's sending her daughter to private school.
Yeah,
which also explains a lot. I mean, of course, Rika could be a private school girl.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, honestly,
100%.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
100%. She's for sure she's like emo before emo was a thing. And so yeah, Rika's mom, total cougar. I mean, she's
total cougar.
She's a model, bag oriented. She's chasing money.
Let's talk about. I'm gonna be honest. Let's take things to the real world real quick.
Yeah.
Someone who she reminds me of is the most eligible cougar, probably in the history of the universe right now, is Jeff Bezos' ex-wife.
Oh my gosh, Jeff Bezos.
She divorced Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Took half.
She wasn't cute at first, but then.
But now she is worth like $500 million or something.
Yeah, she's worth a bit more.
She's the richest woman in she's the richest woman in history.
She's worth a few billion.
Yeah, a few billion.
I think 51. I think 51 billion, something like that.
Yeah, so she's the richest woman in history.
Yeah.
And currently unmarried.
Rika's mom.
Same thing, but a supermodel.
All right, what are we talking about? Okay, what else is here? What's going on here?
All right, so something else that's really big that occurred in this one. I've got a little notebook here. We had to write down some notes. It's real late at night where we're at right now.
2 in the morning.
So first off, we're introduced to a character. Think of him like the anti-Cowelmon.
So last
His name
time,
is Impmon.
For those who are new, Cowelmon's total surfer bro vibes, total just chill with it. Whatever happens.
Just doesn't give a fuck.
Just trying to have fun, just playing the system, playing the game.
He's out here living life.
Hey, me, Impmon.
So Cowelmon's out here just like, hey, it's me, Calma. Imon's like, hey, what are you doing? What are you? He has this little New York accent. He just kind of speaks in his accent. Anyway,
I like a thin slice.
So literally, we're introduced to him, right?
That was a really good. By the way, that was a really good Imon impression.
Thank you. Anyway, so we're introduced to him, and there's Imon. He's straight. He's just out here.
Is that like, I think it's literally his like. I think his like attack is literally like a bababooey, a gabushka.
Yeah, I don't even know. But anyway, Imon.
Pizza, Giordano's.
Matt, are you associating intimidation tactics with Italian people?
Not at all. Continue.
Okay, all right, good.
Pass.
Because that would not be PC.
Pass.
Anyway.
Pass.
So
no comment.
So Renamon is out like chilling, looking over the town like some real like brooding type ninja type shit. And
Oh, nothing. Continue. Sorry, I thought I saw some.
Impmon, all right. Impmon is out here, and he sees her out here brooding, and is like, "Hey, what's up, Digi Babe?"
Dude, yeah, he said
Digi
that.
Babe. He says Digi Babe, and then he calls her Toots.
He's like, hey, sugar tits.
Like,
she's like, I'm a squirrel.
Yeah.
Slash fox.
Like
Digimon.
they were. I mean, according to the internet, we discussed this in episode 1. The internet loves making Renamon porn.
Yeah, that's true. But also,
not cool.
Is there Imon porn, dude? Imon has a big old don energy.
All right, that's enough.
I'm sorry, I'm not breaking it down.
Guys, Imon's
like trying to pass Imon like is just like sounds like a little libertarian. He's like, you consider being free from your masters? We got no regulation and the free market dictates everything, even like drugs and alcohol. Hey, even what life would be if you didn't have to get a driver's license? It's like, dude, what is Imon just like straight up like a little like he just reminds me of like that little libertarian friend of yours who's always like trying to like sell you on stuff.
Is very anti-establishment.
He hates Tamers. He's
that's true. That's
true. You don't need your Tamer. When Tamers represent government to him. Yeah, no, like Tamers are government. Digimon are the proletariats.
Yeah,
he wants you to be free from all government.
That's a big thing of Imon. He's just like, hey, I hate like, hey, like you don't need this Tamer to be strong. Like you're strong without. But yeah,
you don't need no Tamer. It's me, Imon. I'm here. I'm tough. Look, bababooey.
Yeah, but as actually,
I love Imon.
I think it's either the end of the last episode or the beginning of this one. They face a Digimon and they can't beat him.
Oh, it's the spider.
No. That comes later. But anyway, they face some. Renamon and Rika go and they try and beat some Digimon and they can't do it. But luckily, Takato and Henry bail him out. Well, in this episode, right after this whole Hitmon interaction,
yeah.
So Renamon's like, damn, my trainer really kind of does treat me like shit a little bit.
Yeah. A little bit. But then we see character development, and that's what makes it so great. That's what makes Digimon better than Pokemon, better than
I agree.
Better than Yu-Gi-Oh, better than fighting Foodons, better than Roblox Kai.
Okay, cool. Anyway, Matt, so
Cubics, better than Cubics. Better than all those shows. This makes it
Beautiful Joe.
Better than Beautiful Joe. Better than Bo. And that's this character development.
Yeah. Anyway, so pretty much what happens is like they're fighting this spider and Rika and Renamon's losing real bad.
What's the spider's name?
I don't remember, man. It's like Spider Mono.
Okay, time out real quick. By the way, the spider is so poorly animated. The spider has it's like a spider and does like a leg animation, and literally it doesn't move. It, like whoever animated this episode just made the animation bigger, smaller, bigger, smaller, bigger, smaller, and just reused the same 2 animations to the spider the whole time. There was one straightforward and then one side.
Yeah,
and every time you see the spider, it's just one of the 2 animations. It is like the laziest. This episode must have been like a budget cut. They're like, dude, are we gonna make this one? He's like, yeah, dude, just make like 3 frames of the spider.
Later in the series, if you end up watching it, like the last 6 episodes have some hard ass animation.
They just get better. They say it for the end. And they're like, we're gonna finish the
100%.
series.
Yeah, but so pretty much what happens there is like Renamon is losing real bad, and Rika's like, oh no, I really don't want to lose you. And then Renamon almost dies to protect Rika, and then for a moment they're like, "Yo, wait, you're we're buddies."
Speaking to your mic,
it's like, and then they're like, "Yeah, we should actually be better friends."
Yeah.
And so then Renamon digivolves.
Digivolves, yeah. Renamon digivolves to what's the name? Sukumon or something?
Sasuke, I don't even know. It's pretty cool.
It's Ninetales. It's a Ninetales fox. It's Ninetales. It's Naruto. It is Naruto. It's Ninetales from Pokemon and Naruto all in one.
Yeah. Anyway, but then after that, first really quick disclaimer for people who watched the last episode. Yeah, Jerry doesn't have cancer.
Oh yeah, by the way, yeah,
that was a
I'm
real
sorry,
bad. She was
time
like
out.
in the
Big mistake.
infirmary, like she was in like the nurse's office.
Yeah, on the
was
third
how I got
episode, on the
that.
third episode of the show, we thought Jerry had cancer, but she was
No.
just in the green room.
No, she was like in the nurse's office.
Yeah, but she was just there chilling. She was just there like
Yeah.
looking for Calamon.
I was paying like half attention, but
Yeah, straight up, Jerry was does not at all have cancer. Dude, last episode we did a moment of silence
for all the people. You know what? Let's run it back real quick. Another moment of silence for everybody with cancer.
Yeah, another moment of silence, and we're this time kind of an apologetic tone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, our bad. You know?
My bad. Jerry does not have cancer, but Jerry does have a weird ass
like a puppet.
a weird ass puppet.
Like a sock puppet. Like a sock puppet she carries around.
And she's like, well, time out. 12. How old is 12?
12.
They're all 12, right?
They're all 12.
12's like 6th grade?
It feels right.
6th grade? Dude.
I was 14 in 8th grade.
Yeah, dude.
12.
6th grade. That's
6th grade
too old. That's too old to be in a sock puppet.
That's too old. That is, wow.
Yeah, that's not right. Yeah, sock puppet, like sock puppet, like maybe like 3rd grader might like still be like that weird.
You know what? Here's the thing though. I'm gonna say something real quick.
Say it.
We're gonna learn something about Jerry later in the series, but you might be wondering, why didn't her parents shut this down for her?
Yeah, why didn't Jerry's parents shut her down? Well, that's because
we're not gonna say anything, but I just want to say, guys, I jumped the gun. I looked into this too much.
Yeah, we looked into Jerry because we thought she had cancer, and
much.
we wanted to make sure that she had cancer.
Now we know too much about her. But all I'm gonna say,
dude,
guys,
her backstory's rough. We're gonna get there. It's rough.
Is the fact that like in a lot of shows,
all
like,
she knows is pain.
Like, well, no, think about this. And like in shows like Pokemon, there'll be a character, something they have something kooky about them. Like, oh, they're so weird because they do this. There's never really any explanation for it. In Digimon, you're gonna find out why this girl has a sock puppet and that's like her only friend.
Yeah, dude.
That's you're gonna find this out. Like,
I'm serious. That's why I love Digimon. I was joking earlier, but like dead ass. Like this show, like people are weird and bizarre, and they're like you'll shit on them. You'll be like, they're so stupid, and then you're like, no, but there's a reason why. It's because they're human performing the best they can in the environment that they're born into.
Yeah.
Also, talking about Jerry's parents. Not important. What isn't parents though is Takado's parents are so cool. They're so every time they're on screen, they're hysterical. They're funny as hell. But also like, dude, if I was his parents, I'd be freaking out. Their kid is always late. Like all this shit happens after school, which is like convenient for them, but also like he's skipping school, so he can't be performing well right now.
He doesn't skip school. He's just late.
He leaves class a lot to do this sometimes.
Yeah, I mean like we don't know the timeline. Like
but like we know he's
this could be like every day.
Either way, he's not focused on his marks. You know what I mean? He's not focused on school. He's not focused on his grades.
Yeah, no.
But he's leaving school. But also, dude, he's up late. He's been up late the last few nights.
Yeah,
and like we already know, Takado's a little bitch boy. And we're seeing him grow. We're seeing character development, so he's less of a bitch boy now, but he's still part of it. You know, he did something brave. But like, Takado's straight up a bitch boy. And his parents, I feel so bad for. Like, honestly, dude, this is so like lame. Maybe it's just like I'm older watching the show, but when they're like getting like progressively worried about him being out late, I was like, I could feel that. I was like, damn. And they didn't overplay. Like some shows, I feel like they would like way overplay that part of the episode for no reason.
What is wrong with you? They're just like, hey, Takado, you've been out late last couple nights.
Dude, I love it. I really feel for them.
Like I think they had like some liners like, you haven't had breakfast with us in a while, and we literally make bread. Like we do breakfast
because they bake this bread, baby.
Yeah,
they're
like
bakers.
They're bakers. Yeah, but then another thing to notice is through these two episodes we see that Henry and Takado are tight.
Yeah, Henry Takado's bro.
Henry and Takado, they've been hanging out. They were playing rock paper scissors and just absolutely abusing Guillemon because he doesn't have the dexterity.
Digits. He has 3 fingers,
so he just always does papers. They were just flexing on his ass.
That is so funny. I love that they all did scissors on him. Dude, also what's worth noting is so this kind of the highlight of episode 7 or the biggest like kind of like character art development is we're seeing more from Zippo guy, which is just cool in general, but also like there's this cloud thing and kind of Digimon would disappear in it and Guillemon, I almost said
shame
Agumon.
on you.
Oh my gosh.
Shame on you.
Do we have to make some sort of punch every time I mess it up? But Guillemon disappeared, and then because he stayed in it too long.
So what happened was there's something that we see we don't get any explanation for it.
The smoke or whatever.
Yeah, so there's this little like blip that's going on in data, and then like for some reason.
And were they temporarily in the digital world? I feel like that counts.
It was kind of like a little gateway. Like there was like this bubble of the digital world, and they had to go in
to save him. Yeah,
it was like a gateway. And what I think what's a cool moment here is right here. It's all their Digimon did all their Digimon go missing or just Guilmon?
Just Guilmon. The
Okay,
other,
so
the other
just
two,
Guilmon
they
goes
went in
missing.
and they were affected by it, and then they're like,
Yeah.
yo, back away. Let's not
Yeah,
chill
and he
here.
goes
like Guilmon
to
did.
Henry like when it starts happening. He's like, Henry, I don't know what's going on anyway. But
You
like
gotta see Henry's
when he
sister.
fully disappears, he's like, Henry, I need your help. And then they go find Rika, like, Rika, we need your help. And the three of them work together and they save Guilmon. They get him out of there.
Yeah, we see Ducatos finally start to pull some leadership traits. What's also great is when they win the portal, they all put on glasses. So I think that's cool because they all have goggles in this series, and that's the only time where all three or all protagonists have goggles. Love that energy. What else? Anything you wanna?
Yeah, another thing to bring up is Guilmon just goes out in public. Like frequently.
Yo, dude, yeah. So early on, there was like a thing where like the principal saw Guilmon, he was like, "Holy shit!" And the school got shut down. And it was like crazy. But now Guilmon just walks around in public. They totally dropped that.
They just don't care.
Dude, they throw in some line like episode 2 or 3 where he's like,
"Oh, it's just a guy in a costume."
He's like, "I'll just tell people you're in a costume." But like hypothetically, if this dude has like this accurate of like flesh and like actual moving like monster eyes that he
I've never
has.
been to Japan. Maybe like they just do shit like this in Japan.
I don't know. Man, that's a cultural thing. But like straight up, and like he has kids like interacting with him on the playground, dude. There's one part where there's like,
hi, let's Guilmon. They're just like, hey
dude,
man,
that
you
Guilmon
good?
impression is so
Bro, you good,
bro.
Just imagine. All right, you pull up to the function.
Yeah, I'm there.
There's some dude there, straight up human-sized list. He's like, "Hey, what's poppin'?
Well, there's
You want to
kids.
go do coke in the bathroom?" Like, you're not gonna be like, "Hey, man, why aren't you taking your mask off to do that coke?"
Big frat energy, but
It's-
also
no, I
like,
don't know, man.
hopefully Guilmon's not doing cocaine.
I hope not.
But
I
also
hope not.
there's like kids like playing on him, like bouncing on his face and whatnot. So like, at this point, like they've totally dropped that part of the arc. And I think he did you all. And then it's like, what if people see you? And it's like, bro, like. I think that's gonna be something to cover in the next episodes because I'm pretty sure Digivolves at some point before they go into the digital world. Spoiler: they go into the digital world at some point.
There's arcs to this series.
Anything else you want to point out? What are any other highlights?
Another thing is that Takato shows up at Rika's house and they're digging around. They're doing a little flirting, which is kind of funny.
Takato and Rika.
It's kind of that's not actually the ship. That's not the ship.
No, I know.
They don't end up together at all.
Do they?
No, they don't.
Really? I want them to.
No, but like they're like joking around.
There's some flirtiness. I like the plan of tension because that's real life. That's real life.
Yeah, because
hey, Chris, time out real quick. Do you think guys and girls can strictly be platonic friends? Do you think like your best friend could literally be a girl and just not be non-romantic?
No, 100%. Like I had a friend that was like, she was a girl. She was lesbian, but she was like my best friend for a while. But
you should be best friend.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. Yeah, I think that can happen too. I think a guy and girl can be strictly platonic best friends, but I think at some point in your friendship, you do consider whether or not it should be romantic. I think no matter who it is, I think you always, even if it's like, 'cause I like lesbian friends too. I have lesbian friends. I feel like I'm a dude who's like justifying not being racist. You know what I mean? He's like, I got so many black friends. Okay, anyway. But I feel like at some point, no matter if it's someone's like from someone, I'm heterosexual too. So
I am as well. Yeah.
I think if someone from the opposite sex, I think at some point in the relationship, you're like you do. I don't know if it's natural or what, or maybe natural is not the right word, but I feel like it's innate almost that I'm like, could this be a relationship? I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah, no, I get that, and that kind of like, I guess we kind of see that here in Digimon season 3.
But
right here talking about the psychology of platonic friends. Man,
why not? No, but
this.
I do like the fact that they explored that though, where it's like, hey, there are 12, and 12 is like an awkward time for like
Because like I remember in 6th grade, that was like my first crush. You know, like that's 6th grade.
He's like maybe.
Yeah, so he's kind of around her.
Maybe I like her. Also, can we talk about they've really discussed morality of like these creatures quite a bit.
Yeah, no, they've like discussed the morality behind. Hey, they're just data. Hey,
these are pretty mature 6th graders.
Yeah, no, they definitely like, and it's something I think that the line I was actually gonna quote in here. I gotta say this. It's my last written down bullet point. I gotta get to it. So
Momentai.
Takato. Well, Momentai is going to be a huge. Let's just name the podcast Momentai the podcast.
That'd be cool. How do you spell Momentai?
See, that's where you lose me.
Okay, continue. Where are you going?
Yeah. So anyway, so Takato's just like, so when he sees, so he's like trying to find where she lives, and so like he's like trying to like figure out where she lives, and she's like, "Are you in love with me, lover boy?" And like that's like they're kind of like joking around, but then she's just like. And then someone was just like, oh, her grandma's just like, oh, are you guys like dating or something? And he's like, no, like, oh gosh, like I don't want her to think that because I feel like then Rika would beat me up. and she probably would succeed or something like that.
Dude, Takado's a
you gotta
feminist.
respect that. You gotta respect that feminism from him.
Yeah, Takado's
like,
a feminist.
yeah, he's a guy, and biologically he's stronger, but like Rika could probably kick his ass.
Biologically, he's stronger. Do you think
Like
you could
like
beat her?
larger muscles.
You think Andy Kaufman? You know, Andy Kaufman's a famous comedian who would wrestle women, and he like wasn't in particularly great shape, but just like wrestle random women.
But
So are you playing the Andy Kaufman logic here, where Takado you think could wrestle any woman and beat her because he's a guy?
no. What I don't like that. This is a weird tangent. You know, on this podcast, we encourage tangents, but I'm not here for this one particularly.
So is Takado a feminist, yeah or nay?
Yeah, Takado's a feminist.
So it's this, okay.
Takado's a feminist. So here's the thing: is
wait.
Takado frat? Is Takado frat?
Is Takado fratty?
Is Takado frat?
If he's a fratty, he's a frat dude. That's
No.
low-key a bitch
Here's
boy.
the thing. He's cutting class. He's staying out late. His parents are concerned for him. Is he frat?
And he's pulling bad girls.
He's pulling baddies.
Yeah, like well, not
He's
not
pulling-
like
he's
not
pulling-
time. Not like baddie as in like ooh, she a bad bitch, but like bad is like this girl is like irresponsible and has no
Yeah.
regard for human life.
And I would like
like
yeah,
psychologically unwell
yeah.
bad. Okay, he likes bad girls as in women that have serious mental issues.
Yeah, no,
and that is very frat.
and we would just like to say we are definitely clarifying this because under no circumstances do we think that any of the characters portrayed in the show are bad.
Stop time. Well, stop out. Rika's mother.
Rika's
mother. Takado's teacher.
Okay, another line that had me just dead on the ground from this one was early episode. She's like, "All right, guys, so today in class Takado's teacher's like, okay, guys, so today in class we're gonna be talking about this tunnel that runs under the park.
I love
I don't
that.
know why I have to teach you guys this because I assume that most of you guys know this because this is a big part of our city." But and Takado in the background's like, wait, I didn't know we had a tunnel going under the park.
Dude, that is so. I love
And
that.
then they
shit.
cut away. They cut away. End of the episode. Oh man, where did Guillemon go? Oh my Digivice is picking up his signal. He's in this like cloud, and it's in the tunnel beneath the park. Huh?
I love that. I love that.
You can
I
just tell the
love that.
creators just like
shit.
like I wonder if like maybe like, and this is a real stretch. I wonder if
I
in the
animated it.
Japanese dub, like in the Japanese, like maybe like this is like an actual like well-known thing. There's always tunnels under parks or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
But
it's
like,
a
and they're just
cultural
like, oh
thing
man, we should probably make this like really obvious
to
or I
American
don't know.
people. Yeah, that is weird. I honestly I feel like they animated the tunnel scene and then they're like, oh shit, now I gotta justify the tunnel scene.
Then they went back. They're just like, how did he know where the tunnel
And
was?
they're like, how can we justify this tunnel scene? Also, how can we fit in Takado's teacher into this episode? Because she's so darn adorable.
I love her.
Dude, honestly, I feel like she knits sweaters.
She definitely knits sweaters.
Takado's teacher definitely knits
I
sweaters.
have a
She has an Etsy where she sells like homemade candles and sweaters.
yeah. For those listening on
Oh, that's
the podcast, I'm currently wearing a wool knitting hat.
And I do like it.
And it's incredible.
it is
My
a good
aunt
look.
made it. It was meant to be a Santa hat, but she made it 4 sizes too large.
And for those of you who are watching, I have been slouching, and that's just because it's kind of the way these are slouchable chairs. So my form has not been good. All right, do you want to wrap it up there?
Yeah, let's just
Moment
wrap it
tie,
up,
baby.
Hey, moment tie. Make sure to tune in next time, and we might be switching to one episode at a time.
We might be. It depends.
It depends on the
we're
content.
getting
We
close.
might save that for just Digiworld Arc because there's a lot that happens there. Yeah, so
But we're
yeah.
getting close. We're getting close. We're getting close to where I'm gonna start slowing it down and matching the episodes with the episodes of the show.
Yeah.
Because we gotta. Things are starting to pick up. Things are starting to pick up.
Things starting to pick up.
starting
They're
to-
working together as a team.
Yeah, we're working together as a team. We're starting to see that relationships are being established, worlds being established, responsibilities are being established. We finally got Hitmon and
Exposition.
Jerry.
We know all the motivations. We know why they are the way that they are.
Primary characters
yeah.
are down. Secondary characters are down. Here's the thing.
Yeah,
No, we don't know everything because we're gonna learn a lot of the backstory of the characters and like the motivations as the show goes on, which is great. We're gonna learn why Rika's the way she is. We started to see her mom neglects her and she wants to win her mom's respect. We're gonna see more of that development as it goes on.
And her mom, like there's a lot of things we see that we haven't necessarily talked about on the podcast. That's why it's definitely worth watching the show. Like for like we have like Rika, her motivations come from like her mom thinks Digimon's dumb. Her mom's like rich and
Just
she gets no attention from her mom.
She's pursuing great
Takado's
things.
an only
Her
child.
Mom, you know what Rika's mom needs? She needs a strong man to help
She's a
her.
strong man. Not that women need men. Like
Not
Takado,
that-
we're also feminists. All right.
She doesn't need a man,
she
but
doesn't
if
need a
she needs
man?
one, I would be her type.
But like
I
if
would
she
be her
needed like a
type.
stay-at-home dad to take care of Rika, I could do that.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, but
She's
then
got a
like
grandma.
then Takado doesn't have any pets, any siblings, anything like that, so he's lonely. That's why he likes Guillemon so much.
Single child.
Single child. Gosh, I wish I sure was. Am I right? But yeah, no, and there's and we see a lot of stuff, and that's why I really like the character development.
And then also we got Henry, who's just Just a kid who really values life like all people should.
Yeah.
All right. We'll end on that. That's episode, I don't even know, 4 or 5?
6, 7, I think. 6, 7.
Well, we just episode 6 and 7, episode 4 of the show. All right. Peace.
Tune in next time.